Shiva, the ultimate destination for any soul to travel. Shiva is the end of the road. Shiva literally means formless, and it is the soul's journey to immerse itself with the formless. This all powerful, formless consciousness had come to this earth, how and so is unknown and is clouded in mystery. But Shiva has come to be spoke about in varieties of aspects, from being mentioned in Puranas to mythological stories to mantras of devotion to great songs and hymns, all in the name of this one God. Even though some believe he was born human and then ascended, there are others who believe his presence is beyond time and space. He is the consciousness that pervades matter, and he is the one who manifests himself into oneself in the state of samadhi. When Lord Shiva was here on earth, he was the first to attain the immense bliss and was able to share it with the Rishis, who were able to understand Shiva's teachings. Rishis are highly intelligent, sacred men who were seeking the path of unraveling the mysteries in this world. Lord Shiva was the major answer to them, and these Rishis are still worshipped across the world. There were 7 Rishis, and so they were called Sapta Rishis. While they traveled the world to spread this knowledge to humans, not by conquest nor by violence, but through conversation and teaching certain techniques of yoga and meditation to help people attain a better consciousness. To live peacefully is easy and doesn't require too much haste, but getting into a samadhi state, the blending into Shiva, is said to be the most mystical and needs a highly evolved consciousness to witness the true reality. Mysteries behind Lord Shiva remind me of the story when a sage asked Shiva who his father was. He said it was Brahma, and when he asked who his grandfather was, he said it was Vishnu, and when asked who his great-grandfather was, he had said, "I am my great-grandfather." Another one where Brahma and Vishnu, when wanted to find the end of Shiva, they could not find the start nor the end. Shiva is considered to have no start nor no end, as is consciousness. Shiva is represented in the form of Pasupati, excavated back to the Indus Valley age. Lord Shiva possibly had the power to communicate with animals and were close to them. It doesn't sound too far-fetched because Buddha too, when faced by a raging bull, was able to calm it down just by standing in front of it. Understanding Shiva is trying to understand what is formless, and so everyone's life's journey is understanding that property about themselves. Lord Shiva, when lived, is said to have given 112 ways to understand the cosmos to Devi, who was his consort. These 112 ways each appeals to each and every person. All life is to unlock ourselves, to be free, and we are the part of an eternal God, was his dharma. And this tunes true to each and every person to this day. If Shiva had been mentioned in the Indus Valley civilization stone carvings, it would mean that Shiva is a deity worshipped over 6,000 years. All the scriptures, though state Shiva can neither be known nor revealed because he is the start and the end and everything in between. Even Mount Kailash, which was said to be the abode of Shiva, which was also recorded in the Mahabharata, where all the Pandavas exiled the kingdom to attain Godhead, reach Mount Kailash and pray to Shiva. Only Yudhishthira, the king of Dharma, was able to climb Mount Kailash and ascend to heaven, according to the Mahabharata. Rest of the Pandavas died in the process. Mount Kailash has not yet been climbed till this date. All about Shiva is a mystery. Shiva is indeed mystery, and that's why the process to seek Shiva is glorious, mystical, and a work of a lifetime. Krishna prays to Shiva in the Mahabharata, and Shiva mentions Vishnu as his grandfather and protector. Shiva is a being who is depicted as both an householder and an ascetic yogi. My inference is that Shiva was a yogi who balanced his divine Shakti within to yield into a higher greater consciousness. Unlike a book to know about the life of Krishna, for Shiva it is completely surrounded by myth and mysteriousness. The sacred book which deals with the history of Shiva is called the Shiva Purana, and Shiva Purana does not state Shiva as a human but a god who had come to deliver the sacred knowledge. According to this authority, all is Shiva. There exists no duality. Shiva is the state of total purity of the mind when there is no more mind but only Shiva, the formless. According to the Kundalini Tantra, the 7 chakras in the body, each representing a god in the order of Muladhara, Ganesh or Brahma, Swadhisthana, which is Vishnu, Manipura, Rudra, Anahata, Ishvara, Vishuddha, Sadashiva, Ajna, Ardhanadishwara, and Sahasrara, which is Lord Shiva himself. Here, if you note, from the solar plexus chakra, which is Manipura, the energies are laid out in the names of Shiva in various forms. Rudra is the state of Shiva where he dances into ecstasy. Ishvara is the Shiva of compassion for the one wishing for him. Sadashiva represents creativity, wisdom, and individuality. Ardhanadishwara is the divine interconnection of the male and the female energies. It is believed in Tantric Yoga that the Kundalini energy meets in the third eye chakra, and the Kundalini energy is the rise of the masculine and the feminine energy interconnecting at the Ajna chakra. And Sahasrara, which is not present in the body but away from the head, is represented as achieved Shiva. If you see, Shiva is revered as this state of cosmic bliss. With time, religion has fallen to the grips of the 7 sins where greed and lust seems to rule all of Kali Yuga these days. Pure love is getting rarer, but all universe sustains on love. Without it, surely destruction and chaos is imminent. While it is a common belief that Brahma creates, Vishnu preserves, and Shiva destroys, the context of what is destroyed is of utmost importance. Shiva destroys the ego, destroys the material nature, destroys what has to be destroyed to achieve a better consciousness. It is high time we pick up the power of knowledge and arm ourselves to the harsh and vile environments of the Kali Yuga to reach Shiva. Let the Dharma guide you. I wanted to add that Shiva can never be understood without understanding Shakti, and so I'm leaving a link in the description to the video where we try to get a glimpse of who or what Shakti is. Thank you so much. See you again.